Today is the day of the solar eclipse, and we are on our way to a graveyard that is passing through the full eclipse zone.
Hopefully they'll let us in, but if they don't, we'll be in the right town to be in the path of the total solar eclipse. Why don't you pan around to show the countryside here in Indiana. We're about half an hour from center of Fort Wayne in a little town called Monroeville that we've never been to before.
So the eclipse is at about the halfway point. We're at Oddfellow Cemetery in Monroeville, Indiana.
So if you're wondering why we chose this spot, my original plan from 2 years ago was actually to go to Ambrosia Meadery, and at that time I put that in Google Calendar because I was excited we get the opportunity to see a total solar eclipse without having to drive very far from home. However, then when I went to actually book our parking set at Ambrosia Meadery, they were sold out. There was a lot of rain over the weekend. Now it's okay, but over the weekend there was a lot of rain, and a lot of their parking is on dirt, which is currently mud. So they could only have people park on the part that isn't mud, which severely limits how many parking spots they could sell. So when I realized that, it's like, well, what's plan B? And one of my friends had recommended go to the parking lot of a small local private airport. So while searching for airports, I was looking at Google Maps and then saw Monroeville, and I'm like, oh, that would be a good shot. It's not a far drive. It looks pretty small. It's in the path of total solar eclipse, but it's like far enough north that I don't think it'll be too busy. And looking at Monroeville, they didn't have an airport, but I saw that they had a park and a creamy dip. And then as I kept looking, I'm like, oh, and they have a graveyard. And we love graveyards, especially old graveyards like this. These are all graves of people who were born in the 1800s. So then that became our plan. So even though this is plan B, I rather like plan B. I'm sure if we looked at went to Ambrosia Meadery, it would have been super crowded. So this way we don't even have to wear a mask because we're easily social distance. The next closest people are over there. And actually the park across the way has a lot more people and it's looking a little crowded, but at least this part of the graveyard is great. We have room, we can see the birds hopping around and chirping and stuff, and we get to enjoy the total solar eclipse with just the two of us, which I think is sweet and romantic. What do you think, Kaylin?
Yes, very.
So I said this is probably goth couple goals. Enjoying a total solar eclipse in a graveyard with your significant other.
I just wish I had my mohawk all properly cut.
Okay, but you like wearing a hat anyway, so
yeah.
It doesn't even matter. Do you hear that? That's an owl hooting because it thinks it's dusk and the nighttime hunters want to come out and play.
I guess that means it's...
Oh, wow, we can see the halo. My camera doesn't do it justice. This looks so much more amazing in real life. Okay, we reached total equality, so you're allowed to look at it. Do you see it?
Yeah. I was having so much trouble with the glasses.
Why?
Because my eye keeps going like this.
Oh.
Not as fast as usual, but I see the sun moving up and down.